bum ba da bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da 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 bum bum. Hello. How are you cuties doing tonight?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, first off, let's see what we got. Evangeline, thank you for the first little smooch. Well, Haro, Loros, Haro, Flippy, understood. Evangeline.
Yes.
You're sweet, you're kind, you're cute. I want to squish you until you make all the noises that probably shouldn't go on a non-lewd stream. And then I'll just leave you for paint to just mop up. But, as always, I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful night. Make sure to keep doing your best because, frankly, you deserve nothing but the fucking best. Night? Paige, howdy! Sorry, you got me in the middle of murdering someone. This little rat over here.
Killing you.
Good.
You will try.
What do you mean try?
Bowen, thank you for the hydrate. Posture check. And stretching. Oof. Oh, my neck. That felt good. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good talk. Utter silence. I'm glad you're doing well, Mike.
What? What's happening?
No, nothing. We're just laughing at the pause between that and someone answering. Hold on. Tsuchinoko Real is adorable, but I need Baby Menfina back. There she be.
So you got your rank.
Being chilling. Hell yeah.
I still need to actually grind out Caduceus.
At some point. I also have some strawberry snack on, and these things are like illegally good. Like, I don't know what the fuck kind of shit they put in these strawberries, but they're like ruby red, glossy, and they taste candied. It's crazy. Fuck, that's so good. Alright. So, the Land of Levin is where we're going next, and Paint will be here in a little bit. So, I guess let's head on over, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So, as a brief reminder to those who aren't following the story...
Fuck.
Shit's fucked. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't
We will
really...
the train, sadly.
Alright. And I also have to, like, go back this way because I didn't actually finish the quest up to the point of us reaching the Aetheryte, so I have to walk backwards a little bit.
Need that. The walker. I'm flying. See ya.
Alright, I see. Doesn't look like I'm supposed to be doing that. Yeah! Like, I don't know what's going on here, and even I know that something ain't right.
All I know is that the air is violent. Oh yeah, you continue.
Oh yeah, what's the weather?
Oh.
Umbral static.
Okay. My prediction of, with all the purple, of this is going to be a shard that is like
Lightning
Lightning.
aspected? Yeah. It's looking more and more likely, Dusty.
Yeah.
You
It's
think?
looking more and more. Yeah.
The sky is crackling.
Oh.
You alright?
Yeah, my cat, who recently went blind, managed to
Oh.
find how to get to my chair
Oh.
and climbed in the lap.
Oh. Blessed baby.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right. Hi, Mercury, Mama. Hope you're having a nice Nini. I hold that cat so gentle.
Older.
Is he just really old? What happened?
He is 18 years old.
Holy shit, that is an old cat. Oh my
Yeah, no, he
god.
was born in '06, so
God damn.
yeah.
No, that's fair, buddy.
Yeah, we just found out like 2, 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was acting funny and was confused, so I went and I knew his eyes had been degrading, but he was acting even worse, so I'm like, okay, what's up? Realized he was probably blind, put his face in water, and it turned out he was just dehydrated because he couldn't find his water.
Oh,
So other than blind, he is doing great, but
I mean, that's wild.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Mercury. We just chilling, going through Dawn Trail and, witnessing the fuckery.
It is now after that part of the expansion.
Shit has properly hit the fan.
Only took half of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, aside from that, having a fantastic day. I found a job prospect that's looks like really good. It fits with my resume. I got the experience for it. And if I get it, and fingers crossed, knocking on wood, that's 25, 27 an hour, and goddamn, that's a lot of money.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it'll help me out with graduate school, basically. Mm-hmm.
Employed funds.
Mm-hmm. The only sadness is that if I take that job, the hours are from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.,
Yeah,
which
barely
Is it
waking.
hurts my
how
soul a little
far
bit.
away or work
It's
from
it's only
home
like
or
it's only like 15-minute drive. It's not that bad. Maybe even less,
so what?
actually.
Still wake up at 5:30 or earlier is rough.
Yeah. Especially considering that I'm currently going to bed around that time.
Yeah.
Or
I will need to overhaul my sleep schedule massively. Time flows differently. Uh-oh.
Not again.
back row. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh? Or I thought I heard a paint in there.
Hmm. Citizen credentials. Gravity. Hello. How you doing, sweet thing? Oh, there's a paint.
Hello.
Do the paint.
Ba, ba, ba.
The paint.
Excuse me. Sniping. Sniping. Where should I speak? 161 Southwest. Okay.
Yes,
Also,
an
there's a
elephant, a
thing
gator,
which
and a
close.
big hand.
South.
Hmm.
Oh, it's up there, probably.
Elephant, alligator, big hand, and sheep. Excuse you.
What do you mean, wood anti-grav?
I mean, probably same, but
I mean,
Wood what?
oh, the robot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the robot. Yeah, yeah, I'm with the robot.
robot.
Was that the one that was just kind of standing there, chilling?
The soldier ones.
Yeah, because for a second I thought you
Oh.
meant this guy, and I was just like, "Damn, bestie."
I mean,
I already know you would, Evangeline. You don't need to say it.
what the fuck?
Was that not what you were implying? That's what
No,
I
I
thought.
said, shut up.
Yeah, I was.
I'll kill
That's
you.
why I was confused. Anti-grav. I'm
Debating.
just like, that's not your taste, huh?
It is killing you.
I'm starting to understand why this is Aaronville's no good, horrible, very bad day.
That's
Yeah.
Imagine finding the ruins of your home as though you left it for 1,000 years.
especially for someone who he doesn't do combat but has a very good shot according to previous cutscene.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here?
This man is experiencing all forms of psychic damage, dear friend. Oh, God.
And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
White woman spotted.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
Oh, is this the white woman? Oh, you're the bitch from the previous thing. Hello, ma'am.
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows.
Okay.
Sorolcha
I
has told
see.
me a great deal about you.
Zoralja.
Sorolcha.
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of
Alexandria, you bitch! Oh, not again!
am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason?
So, if you
are the Queen
remember,
of Reason,
Sphene
is
was,
there
aside from
perhaps,
Tokusatsu Dimension, Sphene was the other word I heard. I assumed it was the name of the place.
Apparently it's this lady.
But no, that's Alexandria.
Yes,
Sphene is a
if you want
person.
to ask if there is a king of resolve, Zorulja holds that title, and together do
Fun
we
fact,
reign.
Alexandria was the main city in Final Fantasy IX.
Then you are both behind the
This is
attack
going to be a
on
massive Final
Tuliola.
Fantasy IX reference.
Absolutely. So
And I doubt
Sphene
you are
is
here
a
to
type
offer us a
of
warm reception.
gemstone. One of the main characters from Nine's
Yeah, I
name
knew
was
that.
No,
Garnet.
you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight.
Oh, fucker!
Zorulja rules alongside
Ugh.
me, but that is a matter of...
I never actually
So
played
yes.
9, so I wouldn't have recognized any of
In
this.
truth, we
Neither
are
do
at
So
odds.
this
I,
is
so
the
you're entering
ninth
with the same info as me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
is
is it just a
at
thing now that,
considerable
like,
risk to myself and my
each of the
people
reflections
that I come
are
before you
specifically
to beg
supposed to
your
be
aid.
riffing on one of the other Final Fantasy games?
Zero and Sphene kind of lead that way, but we don't fully know. But it does seem to be a theme thus far.
I mean, the first kind of had some, like, I don't know what you would call the first. It doesn't seem to be in relation to the,
Our
like,
aid.
which numerical
I'll admit, I
designation the
can't
one has,
imagine King
because
Zorolja
13
is
wasn't
keen to
13.
share and share alike. But if what you say is true,
No, it does
you're
not have that
still
type
the
of
queen.
relation, at least not a strict one-to-one. The first also doesn't relate to any game in particular
Indeed.
any more than
But
Crystal
I
Tower
was
itself
once
did,
the sole
so...
ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it.
Ah, you went with appeasement. That never works, bestie.
A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently.
Also, question. If you had that kind of tech, how could you not destroy this man? Like, legitimately. What the fuck can
Yeah, this
Zoralja
seems-
on his... Yeah, there's something we're missing here.
How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Oh, Kryl bringing up the time dome shit, so we're gonna find out what's up with that.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know.
I realize how confusing this will... What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barriers surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first.
They did that with an entire fucking city.
Scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment.
Basically took a fucking bite.
I'm not certain. I'm not certain I trust
Regardless,
this woman.
The people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
I do think she's right, at least, about the, hey, this is how it happened, even if she's holding back some other details from us.
Well then, you appear to have a better
Yeah.
grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
At the very least, they didn't fucking massacre the people who are
Hold on.
here.
If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
So what I don't like about her
If we're to
explanation is
defeat
how it
Zorolja,
positions
we need to understand how he grew so
Alexandria as a, like,
Besides,
effectively, like, neutral to victimized party in all of this. As she's putting it, basically,
you're right.
one day Zorolja shows up and is just like, I'm here to take over. Give me your weapons and things. And they're just like, oh no, you're so strong and scary. Take all of the technology and use it for whatever. And then he uses it to perform atrocities and do all that stuff about, like, draining people's
Queen's Fiend, before we go,
like
Your
souls
Majesty,
with
I
the
have
with
to
the
ask,
with the tech that he
did you
used in the
really
attack
have
on
nothing to
Tuliona.
do with the attack
Yeah.
on Tuliona?
But, like, that tech exists. That soul draining tech. Zoralja didn't invent that.
Noble
So why would they fucking have
Which
that?
means that must.
dispense with the formalities.
Yeah, why would you have weapons like that? Why do you have this, like,
I'll not
crazy
deny the
technology?
soldiers and
This was not
airships
all
that
invented.
captured
Like, even
people
if we assume
are
time works
products of
differently,
Alexandria. But it was Zoralja
then that
and
Zoralja had been
we.
here for, like, 10 years plotting this
So
fucking
he
thing.
alone is to blame.
Doing all of this.
No.
I think that
may
a
not
lot of
have
this was set up on the
prosecuted
day
this
of.
war,
I think
but
that,
I
and also,
nevertheless bear
keep this in mind.
responsibility for.
This is all still Golden City shit.
Perhaps.
This is all
I know
still
next to nothing about you. Let alone
stuff
make
that
invention.
we know already
So by all means,
that
show
there's
us
some
around.
shit going
I think we'll learn a
down
lot
with
from
the
you.
Golden City, that it was luring people in with those weird dreams.
Wonderful. If you would follow me.
Yes.
I don't think we can classify these people as just innocent bystanders who have had their technology turned against them by an outside invader. I'm fucking suspicious.
Rightfully so. Look, Evangeline,
Is
if
that
anyone's been on
concern
point with
or
their
suspicion?
batshit theories, it has been Viking.
If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
Alright, if you need me, lady.
I jest.
Turned them into weapons of. Why did you have soul draining technology? If it's not used for war, what the fuck is it meant to be used for? Even if this is true,
The fact that you had it in the first place means you're using it for something else, and no fucking way is soul drain tech not nefarious.
yeah.
Like, the
for the
only
record-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead first.
We know it's soul drain tech. Like, at this point, that's no longer a theory. The guy who was who we fought at the end of that dungeon explicitly said that his, like, whole resurrection power up was like a waste of good souls.
Mm-hmm. Which my only
That
thought...
part's not a theory.
My only thought of a potential non-fucked up use for soul drain technology is that if their bodies and the Golden City being like an eternal city is not because of soul draining, but because of soul transference. Putting yourself into like a mechanical suit like those soldiers that can stand the test of time. That is the only non-violent, non-fucked up solution for why soul drain tech might be useful that I can think of.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's a real that is a good point. If they are just sustaining themselves via being in robot body, that's fine for them to do to themselves. And it might even be fine if they let other people opt into it with consent. But I somehow doubt it.
Electro.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted theorizing. And
No, you're good, you're good. But it's interesting that they've adapted their technology to make farming and shit still work with their culture. That's neat. Where are you? Oh, you're in it.
She's cracking a lot of jokes. Squinting my fucking eyes at Miss Fiend here.
Seems like you're trying to get buddy-buddy with us way too quickly.
I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right?
Yeah, we got her.
Yeah, we'll say. The 8th Umbral. Are you serious? We're still adding that shit like that to the Neverending Codex now? Okay. Also suspicious because Final Fantasy XIV is pretty generally consistent with its aesthetic morality. Look at all of the stuff around us. Generally speaking, shit like, let's say Allagan technology, we're not really supposed to like the Allagans for many reasons. Can we agree?
I'd say so, yeah.
So other technology looks kind of weird and creepy and wrong. I'm getting the same vibe from Alexandrian technology. That's admittedly not something that would... But in a fictional narrative that does in fact tend to use what I would call aesthetic morality, as in the morality of a thing is visible in its design choice, shit's pinging bad.
Fucking booty short. Actually, this t-shirt slays. Like, unironically. Here, look at this shit. I saw that some of the gear was for, whatchamacallit, Summoner, so I swapped over real quick since they leveled at the same time. And, like, this top is pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Alright, where's my... There you go.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
What? Hi, Himi. Hi, Himi. Hope you had a nice stream.
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
Okay, so the citizens have those little things too.
The Queen has come!
Yeah.
You look well, Paquine. And Katonya, I see you've already taken to your new position.
Okay, so she's got a good relationship with her. Oh. Have a good night, Radiant Mama.
Why isn't she?
That's a what? Why doesn't she have what?
Why isn't she wearing the thing? The little circly thing.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly,
What are those things?
She reminds me of you, Lamachi.
The reason that she's not wearing them while all the common folk are?
Do consider the fact that Homeboy also had one. Zoralja.
Oh no.
It's
I
only
absolutely think so.
natural for a ruler
All right,
to love
here's
her people.
my big fucking
You think
And
mind
like-
control?
like to know them as best I can.
shot in
Even
the
the most
dark.
trifling details.
I think there might be some mind control bullshit going on, and that's the reason she's not wearing them, but everyone else,
The more you
including
grow to love
Zoralja,
The more
is.
you grow to love them,
Hmm.
who they are, and what they've built.
That's
Interesting.
it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence.
Have a
And
good
who are
night,
these
Kizumi.
fine people?
Good night.
Tuliolol's vow of resolve would Clamart and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true then. Rook Lamont is still so young. Ah, where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I
Akiwa.
take it you hail from this region as
Okay,
well?
that's the first time we've
Tespiani,
heard
perhaps?
that name pronounced out loud.
Yes, I do.
Kakiwa.
I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa.
Oh, that is hard to say.
Kafkiwa.
Hi, I return.
Welcome back, mate.
I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
That is not a good
Then tell
idea.
me, please, where is she?
Hakim.
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf.
Oh yeah,
that
I
had
can still wear
collapsed
the
after a
cowgirl
terrible
outfit here.
earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
The fact that he doesn't remember something like that well, either.
You needn't push yourself, Pepone. After 30
Well,
years, no one can
30
blame you for not
years!
Oh boy.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Which is why they commented on Wuklamot
Absurd
still
though it
being
may
so
sound,
young.
There is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands
Look what
occurred
I got.
30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
I believed you long dead. Wasn't... Oh. So he experienced that 30 years.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
Okay, if there was a 30-year time span, I did say that he would have to have, like, had 10 years and such. So a 30-year gap in between the Zoralja that went through the gate and the Zoralja that came back to kill the Dawn Servant.
So here's the question. Now that we have this direct link established between the two, have they temporally stabilized? Or are we gonna walk back to the other side and shit's gonna be fucked?
Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
The thing is that, assuming this is working, if 30 years in Sphene equals a couple days in the source, or sorry, in Sphene, I'm still calling it that, in Alexandria. I made the stupid fucking assumption that Sphene was the name of this place because I had heard it used in relation. Alexandria. If 30 years in Alexandria equals a couple days in the source, then we wouldn't go back to the source and like another 30 years would pass or some shit. It would be that time moves significantly faster here.
Mm-hmm.
Which effectively means that we're going to be back at the source like a couple seconds after we left.
I was able to make contact with Yestola not long ago via link pearl, so that shouldn't be cause for concern. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
Okay, we're fine.
Oh yeah, the link pearl, that does make
To be
sense.
certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
So it looks like time is now
By all
correctly
means.
flowing at 1 second per second.
Mm-hmm.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among
She's
the
too
survivors
nice.
from Yasulani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care.
The only thing that's given me the potential for you do you wrong here, Viking, is this little bit of interplay between them. They're not
Well
in
then,
instant agreement.
If you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
It could be performative,
My explanation
of
for
course.
that under my theory is Steam is an amazing actor.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
Not enough for me, Wuklamot. Cuties.
There's also the possibility that it could be less mind control and more brain. Difference being that with brainwashing, you still technically have your own free will, but your brain's been reprogrammed, whereas mind control is more like you're being remotely controlled by someone else.
Granted, if it was one of the two, it would probably be mind control, because, you know, FinFan likes to have a happy ending.
I mean, it could still be brainwashing with the idea that it wears off if you remove the little thingies from their heads.
Maybe.
I'm fully ready to be wrong here, by the way. I'm suspicious as all hell. And I'm waiting for the fucking other shoe to drop. But I'm also just kinda, I'm reading a lot of subtext into this. Under the assumption that the subtext is intended.
I suppose we'll find out. I want to find someone who has a desire to leave. Artificial water.
For the record, the other reason for this is I'm kind of resisting the framing of, you know, Zoralja is big bad evil man and everything his fault.
Oh, now she's trying to endear herself by using Lamati as the name? Yeah, no.
I admit, the dialogue choices I've taken responding to Sphene have been consistently about as passive-aggressive as I can make them. Specifically, you know, I was shocked to see everyone enjoys their work so much.
Oh, I just went with Electrope is quite impressive, trying to just play it down. I'm not mentioning shit about the workers and how they feel, because I'm suspicious as fuck about that.
Yeah, her response to my thing of like, I'm surprised that everyone enjoyed their work. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? It's true the people of the outskirts seem the most... Always, they take to their duties with good cheer.
Don't trust like that.
This seems weird.
We... Cumulatively, we're just like, something is not right here.
You will literally always find someone to grumble about their job.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if you're in a paradise nation, someone's gonna bitch about their work, and if you don't, something is not correct.
This is a great example of that.
Sorry, what?
Hermes was a great example of that. Someone will always, even a perfect society, have a problem with their work.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the more reason that something's not right.
Oh, shoot. I went to the wrong one.
You know what?
We'll just kill our own.
So.
It's not efficient, but oh, well.
It's fine. I'm also messaging with a friend who is up to date on this stuff, and I'm tossing our theories at them. Did you guys kill it for me while I wasn't paying?
I saw a monster, so I bonked.
Did you get the thing?
I did, actually.
I saw Eva turn, and I was just like, oh, time to spear.
Understandable, have a day. So anyway, start blasting.
Basically.
Alright. Okay, this is gonna make any much sense with the context. I mentioned the Hermes point of even Hermes on a perfect society, yada yada, and his response is, and I quote, Hermes. In my own lore, my warrior of light really wants to kill him. This is a subtle nod to the fact that I also want to kill him. Which, you know, fair. Don't fuck over generations of a world because you have an existential crisis. Ala?
I'm sorry, he was literally neurodivergent and a minor.
Selkie, thank you for the raid. Good evening, dearies. My name is GM Concom. You're welcome to Fox Blake, he, him pronouns. You're already streaming content. And right now, we are playing some Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail. Spoilers be warned. Hey there, Selkie. What were you doing today? And for those who just came in. Oh, excuse me. Why don't you tell me something about your streamer and or your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, moron, what do you think I've been doing? What have I been doing for
Warframe?
months? A month about at this
Warframe.
point now. Yes, Warframe.
What were you doing in Warframe?
So another form, you know how we were talking about like the Lich content and whatnot the other day? There's another form of it that I was doing.
Mm.
So I got a really cool new pistol.
Yippee! Also, this shot of Sphene, such bad energy. Like,
alright,
this is the single most fucking.
I'm not gonna stay in long because these are in fact very major spoilers for me.
Yeah, don't look at those. But it's always fantastic. To
There was
see
actually
Yeah.
something about Warframe. I'm seeing if I can find it.
Oh no.
That there's aspects of Warframe that yeah, I found the post. I think my favorite part of Warframe is that any attempt to describe a certain game mechanic just sounds like a bad creepypasta to anyone who hasn't played the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's this character called the Stalker that sends you foreboding messages in your inbox after defeating certain bosses. Sometimes he'll invade your mission seemingly at complete random, signaled by the lights flickering and more foreboding comms messages. He features a black and red color scheme, looks vaguely like a player character, but with equipment unlike any available to the player, and wields a scythe named Hate, a bow called Dread, and throwing knives named Despair. If he kills you, you skip bleed out and just die instantly even in multiplayer, and he's the only enemy in the game that can do that. He has the ability to just no-sell any debuffs you put on him, strip you of your buffs, and resist damage more as he takes it. No one knows what the fuck he is lore-wise other than that he's there, and the devs act like he doesn't exist.
This is true. Although they've definitely acknowledged him in more recent times, both because you can get his weapons and because of the current little like battle pass type thing they do is all about the Stalker.
You forgot the best part. Randomly, it won't be the computer controlling him, it'll be the community team themselves doing it on streams just to fuck with you.
I've not had that happen to me yet because I started while they were on holiday, so DE has not invaded my stream yet.
But yeah.
DE?
Yeah, the developers.
They can invade your stream? What?
Yeah, the community team runs Stalker sometimes. They control Stalker.
That's terrifying.
Stalker's normally an AI character from what this says, but the team can just take remote control of him and actually play him and just directly kill you on stream.
Yeah, they'll sometimes during community streams take control of Stalker and just kind of fuck your whole day up.
Terrifying.
That's actually a mechanic from old MMOs. They used to do that. If you ever had like there were a few bosses that had they would run around and stuff. Sometimes the GM would take control of them and just kind of come and fuck you up.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hi Bigfoot, mama.
I remember when RuneScape had that. I think it still technically does in old school RuneScape, but it's less common now that we have more more obvious banning tools rather than just
killing you with a funny monster.
I summon a God Wars dungeon boss to murder you.
Yeah, Cluster Trucks did it mainly because that whole dev team is kind of a bunch of little shits, and they just love messing with people, so...
Imagine you're just
they would
playing
commonly
Cluster
do it.
Trucks on stream and suddenly you're going 99% speed of light. Like, ah!
Yeah. There's a whole, there's several, like, really big-name streamers who have had it happen to them before.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like-
Soda Poppin did on stream.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, that's
and then turning
nice.
all the trucks.
Oh, also, Con, you missed a redeem.
Huh? Oh,
You.
Good evening, dearies. My name is GM Con. Did you know for low price absolutely nothing? If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to this channel, Twitch Prime. I get $1.25. You get a month no ads and a month of Con emotes from a variety of artists I like a lot. Other things, if you want to support the stream other ways, we got a Discord. We've got the YouTube channel. If you'd like my voice for some god's forsaken reason, there's a Ko-Fi, and I'll do voice lines for you. And finally, there is a throw-in if you want to suggest silly gift ideas. Done.
I don't know, you said the beginning part kind of quick. I want to hear it again.
Too bad.
There's one last thing. Don't forget to tweet Con a picture of your credit card. And don't forget the 3 funny little numbers on the back or the expiration date.
You know, if I can... You know, I can't even get away from that when you're not here anymore.
What's
It's become
happening
just
over there?
such a ubiquitous bit that everyone, when you're not here, just takes up the mantle whenever that gets
Yep.
renamed.
Yep.
The only
At
time I
least-
have not had someone say it was when I'm alone in call, and even then, half the time, someone will type it in chat.
Sorry, you cut out for like half of that, but I assume you're saying that that's become a meme, and even if I'm not here to say it, someone else will.
Yes.
Yeah.
God
It's
damn
nearly
it.
time.
As long as there's at least one other person in the call, they will immediately say the credit card bit. It has now just become a part of the whole bit.
I'm really glad that I've affected Con stream culture that way.
Man.
The Legend of Viking.
I'm glad you could make it.
There was another game where the GMs would fuck with you. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was like
Dark Age of Camelot.
no, I've got it. The Blackout Club. The whole thing is like you're a group of kids that the like for whatever reason the entirety of your town is like getting seemingly possessed, and you're trying to run from these ghost-like creatures while getting clues about it and everything. And part of the progression system involved several gods. The gods were all code names for the 6 main developers.
Ah.
And on occasion, when giving, if the developers were like messing around on the game and you gave them a blessing after a match, they could grab your screen and like send you a cryptic message just to fuck with you.
That's fun.
And then sometimes they would actually,
that.
and then sometimes they would actually like do stuff in the game and whatnot, and give the characters blessings from such and such god and whatnot.
Neat.
That game unfortunately died back in like 2020, but it was very cool to see while it lasted.
Such a good concept.
They're about to get fucked.
All right, I am going to run away from the spoilers with
All right.
utmost speed. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Soki.
Bye,
You
Soki.
later.
Love
Bye
you.
bye.
Flipping you upside down.
What the fuck?
Why upside down?
Because.
You are soft and fop shaped, so you must be flipped.
Wah.
But I think we're about to find out what happens if you die here.
Queen's Fiend has come to see you.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
You just said her name was Namika.
That's Woklamat's thing. Her bracelet.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
She was already old.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
I don't think they mean living on like that. I think they mean quite literally.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Maybe that's what the little thingies are.
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the town.
I think I've got it.
There
I think
we
I
will
figured out
ease
what's
her
going
burden.
on here.
What's it there?
Okay, so the little
I had
linky
hoped to
things
make arrangements for
are
her sooner,
connecting
but
every single
she
member of
wished to
Sphene.
remain
The
here for
dead
as long as
members
possible.
stick around
not
in a
bring myself
sort
to refuse
of,
her.
like... Imagine it like a cloud computing network. There are the various bodies that are going around, but then there's a bunch of shit that's in the cloud. And there's just tons of people's souls in there. When people are about to die, they get their soul extracted, and then they get dumped into the cloud where they can, like, be in a big old hive mind with everyone else here. But the souls can be consumed for the purposes of, like, battle and shit as well. They're a resource.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the guy was talking about a waste of souls. And I think that's what happened with Zaralja as well. He got killed, but he consumed someone's soul to bring himself back to life.
Yeah. Also, hi, Chloe. Mama.
So, under that idea, it's possible that there's, like, no trickery here? And Sphene isn't explicitly trying to, like, fuck with us? But
Just a
also
very
the
different
culture of
moral standpoint.
The culture of Alexandria is just, like, incredibly fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see.
It's not the end. Oh, nothing. Hey,
I might stay with her for a little while longer. We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother.
Let us give them some time alone.
The question is she going to unveil any information to Wukalamat? It'll be useful.
She didn't speak, but
Oh no.
I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much
It's
to
not the.
discuss.
Alright.
Where shall we
Motherfucker, stop confirming our theories.
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps.
It's
what
not
we
the
have
end.
witnessed
What?
and the
Oh,
testimony
nothing.
of Alexandria's
Yeah.
inhabitants,
Sphene,
it's safe to say
I
that
swear to
two
God, if
distinct
you
lands
aren't
have indeed
evil,
become one.
then you are really, really bad at not being suspicious, girl.
Mm-hmm. And I agree, Graha. Very, very blessed Beppy. We hold him gentle, like Hamburger.
What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
Which means that the Cryo is also probably Alexandrian.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of
This
said
talk of
displacement.
reflections and dimensions is well
Far
beyond my
exceeds what could
understanding.
conceivably be achieved with a void gate.
Literally,
even with
like,
the
oh, I'm
Crystal
just a
Tower.
silly, I'm just a silly queen. I don't know
We are
anything.
dealing with a
Mhm.
localized instance
You
of dimensional
We don't trust like that, bestie.
staring at
which
you.
invites the question: how was such a feat accomplished?
Maybe by the consumption of many hundreds of thousands of souls. You know.
I wish that I had an answer for you, but I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barriers.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Alright, I'm also willing to bet that during this cataclysm is when Cryo got put through the barrier. Several hundred years.
Yeah.
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
Fucking,
I see.
there's a moment
And
here.
it was only later that it was whisked
Watch
away,
Sphene's
along
goddamn
with its
face.
contents by means unknown.
Okay.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The
Right after this
Alexandrians
line.
didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, but of course, our next stop ought to
It
be
doesn't
close.
even answer.
That tower over yonder.
Because you know what I think, bestie? If the... Let's say that the whole closed system thing's true. Do you want to know what you always are losing in a closed system? If you're consuming it as a fucking resource?
People.
Yep.
Souls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your expansion was necessary. Is that what you're telling yourself, Sphene?
Once you have been registered as my
Alright,
guest,
I'm also going to say,
you will
because
have
I
access
realize this
to
could be an
Solution
issue.
9 and its residential district, where you will
I
doubtless
apologize
gain
if we're
valuable
completely
insight
misreading
into
Sphene's
Alexandria's
character.
state of
She's
affairs.
actually totally innocent, and she's like everyone here's favorite character or something. I do not want to be like
Unfortunately, I
insensitive
cannot
by
take you
being mean to
directly
her.
where Zoraljar resides.
We'll be mean
Just
to her until she goddamn
That
proves
you'd
herself.
let us in it all, 'cause
Analysis
a long way
brain,
toward
go
proving
burr.
we're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases.
I apologize. I potentially
We're
apologize.
not talking about a simple
Paint
difference
and
of
and
opinion
Ava,
here.
because I'm
Also-
a little bit worried that I'm going too hard on this theory.
He's fun for theory
I've
brain.
come to
I can at
avenge
least
my
say
father.
that.
And to do so,
Sorry, what'd you
I
say?
intend to take
She is
Zoralja's
very
life.
fun for a theory brain. And she's not like an overall bad
fair
character. I mean,
question.
her design is gorgeous. I won't lie about that.
Yeah.
Permit me to answer
But she's
it
very good for
thus.
theory brain, so
My people come first.
all theories welcome.
Their welfare is
Oh.
paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm.
I think Eva was a few hours
It
ahead of
is
me
a
when we
woman's
did this,
duty.
so I was spamming her with all this in July, like July 1st.
Also, another consideration. We know how upstanding Namika, or whatever her name was.
It may
The
take
fact
some
that she
time,
used
but
her
you
soul
shall
cells
find entrance
sparingly
open
may
to you in
suggest that
due
she thought they
course.
were immoral.
Yeah.
Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunderyards? Is that where she is?
I think Eva was the only person
I'm
ahead of me in
afraid I can say no
MSQ when
more
this
than that.
released.
Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made
And I don't
clear.
even know if who got to the end first.
It's not as if we have other pressing business.
What
Not
the fuck
until
just
we can
happened with
get
that
into this
guy's thing?
Everkeep anyway. Thank
What
you
happened?
for earlier. And
When
for
she
being a
walked
friend to
away,
Monica these past 3
Homeboy's,
years. It means a lot to me.
the little thing on his head did a little number and then stopped.
Namika?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know who you mean.
Oh my god, and now he doesn't even know?
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
Something fucky's going
I
on.
don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
Her soul's gone, bestie. And I think with it, their memory of her.
I was literally just talking about cloud computing earlier,
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored
Oh my
in the
god!
cloud.
My memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
It's like literally, I was just talking about cloud computing!
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, these people are undergoing memory modification.
Yeah.
They're being brainwashed.
Jesus fucking Christ. Of course they don't fucking complain about their work. All their bad memories are being fucking yoinked out of their heads.
That's why this is a golden city where there's no suffering.
They don't remember the suffering. Jesus Christ. Now we're gonna ask around about her and not a single soul is going to know about the person they just fucking crowded around to say goodbyes to tearfully. Hell Society. Hi, Ina. Yeah, that's fair. We just learned about memories in the cloud. So, yeah, we're realizing how much of a hell society this is.
Just been. Oh, I was caring for. I know I was caring for someone until recently, but I just can't remember who. She's probably been taken up to the cloud.
And the fact that it's just fucking normal for them, and they don't question it. You know what else that means? That if someone were to fucking have an uprising, you could just yoink all the memories of that shit. Gone! Like, oh, they got taken up to the cloud, who cares what they were doing? Nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. Jesus fucking Christ. And this is why I am terrified of anything that suggests fucking, like, Neuralink and that type of shit. No. Ooh, exciting, you know?
Giggles.
What is that critter? We're being watched as well. Well, Clement, that is the least threatening creature we've seen all day.
Fiend included.
Yes, I actually was about to say that. Can you imagine if his mom got stored into that little thing?
Oh, God.
Whoopsie, you lost your body privileges. Have fun being this robot. Am I causing psychic damage yet?
Yeah. Oh, God, I don't even want to think about, like, half the things that we've learned about this place.
And the fucking things that allow us for.
And, like, again, the way they're talking about, if this was something that Zaralja did, Fiend would have told us.
This is just Alexandria, baby.
And again, fucking Zaralja was hooked up to the thingy. He had a thingy on his head.
So that means that his memories may have been altered as well.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yep.
She doesn't have the thingy. I was right. I don't know I was right, actually. I'm just...
It's seeming more and more likely.
Yeah.
Also, now that we know about the closed loop system, all the more reason that they were harvesting souls of people when they fucking invaded. They needed some more.
Yeah.
Because they were in another closed loop for 30 years. Akai, hi Akai. Faith the current. No one being in these tunnels in quite some time. Perfect place for a hiding point for resistance. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm not.
What is this?
Ironville!
None of them have the things on their head. It's his mom! It's definitely his mom! That was some fucking fantastic voice acting. Holy shit.
Funny is many streamers have also pointed out the "huh" is the best voice acting.
It's definitely
My darling, what now?
Oh, I was right!
Oh, it's so good to see you.
My
Sexy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Oh, she's adorable. Oh, she's so cute.
Fussy little bun bun.
Hold on, I want to say that. I'm getting a phone call from my grandma. I'll be right back. My grandmother has unfortunately done the very frustrating thing where she hangs up after like 2 rings and starts recording a message instead of actually letting me pick up the phone.
Oof.
I'll have to say hi to her later. Fussy little fun bun.
It gets so much better. It gets so much better.
Why the long face?
Like stun locked.
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Got hit by a low blow, holy, and the tank equivalent all at once, or leg sweep
Since
all
when
at
was
once.
your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Gulu Jaja's kitten?
Oh my god.
I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Nespia was always so excited whenever whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
So we're gonna get some context of how you got.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Ay, Dios mío.
Just when I thought I was starting to get
I will
a handle on
say,
this place.
Aaronville's mother is a
things
floating
still
machine.
getting
Right.
stranger.
That makes about as much sense as everything else thus far.
I mean, they're right. So I hate that I was right with, oops, lost your body privileges. The only thing that could have made this more fucked up is if Sphene was using a body and was using his fucking mom's body.
Yeah, but that would have given away the game way too fast.
True. I like the music of this place, though.
Okay. It's apparently less freaky than we expected.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Was she just getting old?
She says, oh, like, this is just a body I control remotely for expeditions.
Oh, so her actual body's somewhere.
Yeah. I see, she's using it to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the leader of the resistance, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they'll probably tell us what's wrong. Regulator.
Okay. Regulator. We finally have a name for that thingy.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Expends a soul to bring them back to life.
Okay, apparently used to replace the life force that is lost due to sudden death, but they don't do anything for old age.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. We explicitly saw, like, she's old enough that
It wouldn't matter. Yeah.
wouldn't matter with Namika. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work if value.
Meritocracy of souls. And I bet you that the fucking unproductive ones get cold into the fucking batteries.
Fucker! Fucker!
hellish.
This is so fucked.
Excuse me.
Dude, fucking Raha explicitly compares it like, oh, that's like what Void
Fuck.
sent to.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Zero. I'm gonna go with the first option here. Corrupt doesn't feel the right word.
I'll go with the second one.
That's prevented through the memory management.
Okay. I see how this works.
So it had a legitimate use.
But also, I bet you that though they talk big about it not being the end when you're sent up to the cloud, they don't keep the soul's memories. They
No.
probably just make it a generic soul.
Constantly recording memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die... and someone else dies. Forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. A kindness. So no one has to suffer the pain of loss. But of course can be used for something else too.
Fucked up and evil society!
A frightening function of the regulators, an integral step in soul cell production. Because you know where that soul's going. Oh, it's gonna give us one of these.
Sneakers. So that's what the Sphene population tends to wear. Hoodie and sneakers.
Yep. Temporarily housed in the regulator. So instead of letting it fucking naturally dissipate back into the flow, it fucking traps your soul in it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's literally the blue thing that we saw getting extracted from the Tuliolal people. What's the orange thing? Is that memories?
Orange must be memories then. Okay, the memories are stored in the core system. Yeah, but for them, they've been using for hundreds of years, so this is just kind of an accepted fact of life. And yeah, I guess it makes sense. With such a high death toll, you're trying to use it. But now, there's no real reason to keep it going.
Okay, the use of regulators was apparently non-compulsory. Starting to lean towards Sphene is not outright evil, but is committed to keeping this system in place. So if
we try to
we
break
end up
that
pounding
system.
the system, we're going to get... it's going to be a problem.
Bless you.
Thank you. Take care not to get struck by lightning out there. One fellow reckoned you could dodge them by jumping back the instant there's a flash, but that's crazy if you ask me. You fuckers. You fuckers.
He's talking about the fucking...
He's talking about the fucking Final Fantasy, like, what was it, 10-bit? Where you have to dodge lightning 100 times in a row on the lightning planes in order to get something.
Oh, I thought they were just referencing the fact that we get the little pop-up that it's going to hit somewhere and we can just step out of the way.
Okay, it was Final Fantasy X. Quote. The Lightning Dodger side quest involves traveling back to the Thunder Plains and dodging as many lightning bolt strikes in a row as you can. Yeah. There's an entire side quest in Final Fantasy X. It's about dodging lightning bolts when you see a flash in the Thunder Plains.
Why do you like nostalgia? What am I not getting here, Evangeline? Also, the fact that her and her twin, a lot happened. Oh, just her name. Okay.
Yeah, that's a cute name.
It is. And especially considering that they're committed to remembering. Very thematic.
Yeah.
I have acquired excessive tater tots.
Let's go. Major alphabet history. Yeah. It's just another form of recycling. But I still don't like it. Something about it just doesn't feel right.
My problem is actually not the soul drain part. If you have a way to separate the memories from the souls, that's fine. Use my soul for whatever the fuck. I mean, part of the issue is that, admittedly, is that in the cosmology of Final Fantasy XIV, souls are supposed to go back to the life stream and then get reborn into new people.
So that's what I don't like. Like, there's already an existing cycle of rebirth. If there wasn't a cycle of rebirth, I'd say, yeah, go fucking ham. Use my soul when I'm... If I was gonna die anyway, you might as well put it to use.
Now, the question is, here's something that could justify it. What if the unknown calamity that hit this world resulted in the destruction of the life stream?
If that was the case, I'd say it's a fantastic system.
Yeah.
Now, or at the very least,
that
disconnection
said,
from the life stream.
I have a different problem with that. All of the stuff with the souls, assuming the destruction of the life stream and that we're not getting in the way of it performing its natural job, that's fine. But erasing people's memories of the departed...
That seems less a gift and more of a gross level of oversight.
Yeah. That is disgusting, actually.
If you're gonna have any level of memory modification, the only use should be to make sure your sense of self doesn't get diluted when you're using a soul. But since you're stripping them of memories, that shouldn't happen anyway.
And, like, okay, yeah, they say the memories are stored so that they'll be, like, remembered forever. Motherfucker, remembered by who?
That's true. If they're just... It's like they're written on a stone and, like, no one's gonna fucking see it. Like, you know what it is? You know the idea how information cannot be destroyed, right? Just in physics?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's stored in a singularity, but you can't fucking get down there and read it, can you?
Yeah. Quote, Grahatia, while I am not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated, never mind the ethical considerations of using souls in such a fashion. It's the memory shit that is actually the biggest problem here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, no spoilies, but I'm sure that we'll have way more to chat about as we get deeper into the story here.
The giants directly combat this. Yeah, good point. This is the opposite of the Yakui philosophy.
Yes, the direct opposite.
We remember them even though they're no longer here, instead of using them and then we don't fucking remember.
Yeah. In this case, they're theoretically remembered, but in practice, everyone forgets them. Memory is a burden instead of as an honor. Ugh.
Hi, Bippy. Yeah, it the creature. The soldiers are weak to lightning.
I assume they were wearing special regulators like Queen Spheen's crown. Okay, so she is wearing a regular. It's just, that's what her crown is. I see.
Okay. Special selection of whole souls. Already mountable. God damn it, Bippy.
That's an interesting
That's
issue to
fair.
have with the concept of souls.
I mean, think about what's-his-face, who was reborn from Hermes, and having that innate longing in him.
Yeah.
Amos, right?
Amon, yeah.
Amon.
Was also cleaned in the sea.
They're cleaned of some things, but not everything. Because again, Amon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does theoretically give the idea that part of your personality is at least somewhat predetermined.
Which I understand.
Awesome fussy little bun again.
Aww. I love her already. She's so good. The question is, when we meet her, is she gonna be a grandma bunny?
Don't bunnies live like forever?
I don't... Oh yeah, Viera gets to live for a really long fucking time, don't they?
Yeah, 30 years is like... nothing.
Pink, can you confirm
Yeah, they
this?
are the elves of the world.
Oh, sick, yeah.
Like, I think most of the other races, except for maybe Ellison directly, have humanoid lifespans or damn close. With the exception of maybe Ellison, but I think they're also not too far from humanoid, and Viera are considered the longest.
Shout out, by the way, to Dungeon Meshi for, like, being one of the few pieces of, like, classic fantasy media that actually shines a spotlight on, like, the weirdness and implications
of living so much longer than your friends.
Yeah, of, like, different fantasy races having wildly different lifespans.
It's so weird that most people don't consider that, because in my D&D campaign, it's always like, oh god, my character would live longer, and then they all have existential crises because of thinking of where their character could end up lore-wise compared to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Dungeon Meshi
That's
that, like,
also
just
true, you know.
does a fucking deep dive on Marcille's, like, essentially having abandonment issues because of the fact that a bunch of the people around her have a shorter lifespan.
Alright. Are you on this cutscene?
Yeah, with the boar.
Alright, let's see. This one will do nicely. Are you about to use one in your weapon or something? Bestie fucking dies. Auto raise. That's fair, you know.
This kind of fucking thing, it makes you worse at fighting.
Yeah, because you're throwing away lives. You know what this is?
What?
It's fucking Limbus Company.
Yeah.
You can just throw yourself into the meat blender as many times as you want, because you don't fear dying.
Yeah.
The difference is, unlike Limbus Company, where the price is fucking pain for Dante, you're eating people's fucking souls, which is a finite resource. Which, unfortunately, we can inflict as much suffering as we want on Dante.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dante. There's a reason why I try not to kill people.
It's just so fucking inefficient.
Mm-hmm.
Like, assuming you just used another soul there, which I think you did.
Hold on. Are you about to use another one to power your weapons or something? Yep, going red. And that's something that Homeboy did as well in the fight.
You just used 2 souls to take out 1 monster.
Yeah. And then just walks away like she didn't just do that.
I'm actually getting a little bit pissed on a personal level here. In character. I'm a warrior, right? I started off as a marauder. I did this work. I was a monster hunter around Limsa.
And you're just like, bro, you are the worst fucking hunter I've ever seen.
The idea of every time I hunted a big monster, having to, I don't have a way to directly benefit from it, so it's like I brought someone along with me and fed it to the monster to lure them out every single time I hunted one. Do you know how wasteful that is?
It's in the 30s. Oh, that's fair, Ina. Alright, Ina's got a good counterpoint to that where, you know, we have, like, the town guards. There's a lot of people like that who just fucking die.
Yeah, but the point is that that is something that we try to avoid. Which, admittedly, the first soul there, that's from her dying and coming back. That's maybe unavoidable. Things happen.
Also, we are getting context that the second type of soul was from a beast, so that's a lot more expendable.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright.
But still, revival ones costing, you know, another formerly sentient soul. That's rough, buddy. Like, if you're already hunting monsters because you do it to keep people safe, and you can just harvest their souls afterwards too, that's a consistent loop that you can use.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I don't like it in concept, that one, at the very least, plausible.
Actually, that isn't too far off from what I do when I go into beast mode as a warrior, but in that case, the inner beast is just that, inner. It is still you.
Yep, you're just kind of channeling the movements of something else. Versus they are literally becoming something else for a second.
Yeah.
Never really thought about it, but the inner beast and the fray of Dark Knight are extremely similar. It's like both are just you going a little wild.
The fact that it was Beast Souls does, like, take it down a little bit, but I'm still not a fan of how everything's quantum here.
Alice really doesn't like this.
You're eternally salty about the way the role quests treat warrior. What's wrong with that? I haven't noticed a problem in the warrior role quests, but I might have missed it.
As our resident warrior man.
So yeah, warrior as a whole is treated much more like a Hildebrand or like a joke in the class quests. Like,
okay, in the
like
class
it's like,
quests. Sorry,
yeah,
I
class
role quests, and I was really confused.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like the class. Like warrior is like.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you did the. Yeah.
All the stuff was curious for. I admit, I have commented on this before. I'm not a huge fan of those quests. Yeah, 60s to 70s a rom-com. It is funny. I really like that story, but
you were hoping for something more serious.
The thing is, my favorite part of the warrior quests doesn't have anything to do with warrior. My favorite part is the marauder quests, where the plot is You are new to the Marauders Guild, but the Guildmaster sees potential in you and is training you to take on specifically this one beast who is like rampaging across the land throughout the entirety of the quest line. And you like build up to this inevitable confrontation until your like level 30 quest for Marauder is finally taking on the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like that
Yeah,
feels like a warrior quest.
It feels like a proper.
It's a Monster Hunter quest.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a Marauder should be, though. Oh, Senpai, thank you for the hydrate as well.
Yeah, it feels like after they pulled the trigger on that one, they didn't really know where to take warrior.
Same with Paladin. Paladin went to shit.
I've heard nothing but bad things about the Paladin quest line.
Meanwhile, like the
I've done it, and they literally, it was so bad they went back to Gladiator for the last event.
But
Which
yeah,
the Gladiator quest is actually pretty good, so.
The role quests for tanks, I've had a lot of fun with. I think that
They're
so
all
far
united.
Shadowbringers has been my favorite of those, but I've only really done 2. Shadowbringers and Endwalker. And like Endwalker was fun enough. It was nice actually, like I admit I was missing a lot of context because I never did White Mage and don't know the specifics of like the political machinations of like Gridania and whatever the fuck is going on with like the Pajal. The Pajal, I think, is the name.
Yeah.
Pajal.
So this is an interesting take I have. I was a White Mage main throughout everything through Endwalker, and then did the Endwalker job quest of tank first. And it still is about the same as what you experienced. I had background and didn't care.
Damn.
Fair.
Also, fucking what? The Paladin Dropstones have an alpha beta wolf pack dynamic? Huh? I'm gonna give you a second to explain the fuck what that means, but it is 2 hours in, so I'm gonna grab something to snack on. I'll be right back.
But yeah.
Yeah, I get the.
That was fun.
Go ahead.
That said, partnering with Mr. Dark Knight in the first, that was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that quest line. That dude ended up being one of my favorite characters.
Mr. Dark Knight in the first. Was that the which world quest was that? Was that a healer? No, healer was with the warrior.
Granson. That was his name. Granson.
Oh, Granson. God. I have to be refreshed because I did all of those, so my brain's slightly off on that.
So, Granson's whole thing is, he was a game hunter living with his wife, and his village got attacked by a cardinal virtue. It was a Daikai-san, aka Brandon of the Warriors of Darkness.
Oh yeah, he was bitter the whole time. That's what I remember about him.
Yeah, he was really,
mostly.
really bitter, but the whole thing was kind of a story about him going from being driven entirely by empty vengeance to understanding, like, Brandon as a person and going through the whole thing and, like, hunting him down, not for vengeance on him, but to lay him to rest and to symbolically lay his wife to rest as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I mostly
like
missed that
that
because
story.
I was focused on Brandon, to be honest, because I felt his thing more than I did with Grandson. But
well, the two sides
he
of a coin,
wasn't bad.
right?
Yeah, they kind of are. I did like how he, with Grandson, he felt like about how I would deal the situation of being angry, and then as you come to understand, you kind of have this slow like he can't really verbally put it, but then he still did the deed where he had to do his Dark Knight stuff for it, if that makes any sense. His action, he still did it, but his words never really felt right, which kind of made sense more to me.
Yeah. Your Wolfpack Night God, yeah, you're right. Something, one of my favorite things about it, I've never done this this one, but I heard about it, and it was really cool to me that the machinist jobstone is blank. Because you're essentially the first one. Yeah, exactly. For special and are special for being empty and tasty-looking candies we fill with our own techniques and memories, save for a few from our mentor. We aren't the first one?
Alright, I return. We didn't have any ice cream, but I did find something arguably better, which is a whole-ass mini crumb cake.
We were just chatting about various different class and role quests, and I was gushing over how much I like Granson from Shadowbringers.
Understandable. Is he the is he the equivalent role quest guy from Shadowbringers?
He's the tank role quest guy. He's a really cool Dark Knight dude who has a great storyline throughout that role quest.
Pog.
Speaking of desserts, I have a weird story from yesterday.
What's up?
So yesterday was my technical birthday, even though I'm not really celebrating till like 2.5 weeks from now. But yeah, thanks. But my mother decided to bake a cake, like just, you know, a classic box cake.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to take it out of the oven and put it on the counter, and the Pyrex shattered that she's had for like 20 years. She felt so bad, and I'm just like, well, you managed to recover enough cake for me to have like 3 servings of cake, so I am totally cool. Like, it tastes good, whatever, you know. I wasn't expecting anything, so to have cake is nice. But the Pyrex, and this is like the good, you know, it's Pyrex. I don't remember when it didn't exist, and I'm 26, so
like this shit, Pyrex, when taken care of, lasts fucking forever, basically.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm more impressed that it shattered than I am upset that we had to cut the cake weird because of potential glass issues.
Mm-hmm. Also, let me read up the cursed response from earlier. Who's topped up? Oh my god. Being empty. Ooh.
Could you imagine getting the Warrior of Light's job stone as any job?
God.
Like, whoever that is has to have like a very good will, like willpower modifier or something. Like, your will save has to be intense to handle anything Warrior of Light job stone wise.
I feel like the next like 10 people to get my warrior jobstone are probably going to go berserk instantaneously until it's diluted enough.
Yeah, no. That's about right.
The first person
I
to
had
pick
a
up my
reference,
Scholar
but-
Stone says, like, the sweetest little thing, because they're just trying to be healer, immediately says, the only HP that matters is the last one. Before edging their fucking tank halfway to death the entire dungeon.
Yeah, that's it. The Scholar Jobstone, like, the only it doesn't have any other special powers. Literally all that's written there is the only HP that matters is the last one, and that just gives you everything you need to know.
I'm imparting the mindset. The abilities, they'll come with time. This mindset's what's gonna carry you to the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just still reading through the chat. I do love the fact that machinist stones are just like, yeah, anyone can be a fucking gun-wielding being.
But I also feel like if you get our Shard of a Zem stone, it's like, make sure they're a Shard of a Zem. If they aren't, they might just melt. Like, regardless of anything else that happens in the MSQ from wherever to whatever, they better be a Shard, or else they're just dead.
Damn.
Like, with all the stuff we've gone through.
Sorry, I was reading. What was that?
Oh, just like with, you know, we have our job stones, we also have, like, the Azem stone.
Right.
So, like, if anyone takes that, you better make sure they're a Shard of Azem, or else they'll just, like, melt. Because who can handle that outside of a Shard of Azem?
Yeah.
I think there might be a few people who questionably could, like, maybe, like, Graha is slightly more rejoined than others because he's rejoined with his first self. But, like, a Shard of Graha, a Shard of Azem, like, that's about what you got.
Trial touches it and fucking disintegrates.
Maybe the Scions would have, like, you know, maybe a little more resistance, but God, imagine if just, God, anyone from, like, Stormblood or before. Like, my first thought was, what's the dude who died in Stormblood at Ralger's Reach?
I mean,
starts with an M.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, Ina, most people would fucking die trying to get a blue job stone to do its actual job. Lord knows I died a lot getting mine.
But yeah, do you mean Papalimo? Or no, that wasn't at Relger's Reach. That was on the wall.
No, I'm talking about the shirtless dude from A Realm Reborn who dies in Ralger's Reach to Xenos. Mefred?
Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
I think his name was Mefred. One of the Resistance dudes. Like, it's somebody who's, like, tough, but not that quite that tough. It's like somebody who's like, ah, yes, they could come across the Zem Crystal, but would probably melt.
Wait, is that a recent change, Ina? Because I remember getting the shit beat out of me by a fucking penguin. A lot.
Oh god, I never did Blue Mage. Blue Mage be scary.
1,000 needles, my beloved. This spell that quarters your health, my beloved.
I literally did Blue Mage enough to learn the self-destruct.
Yeah, detonate, let's go!
Also, yeah, I want to draw attention to Inanus Omnis earlier about the origin of the name Gun, because it is really cool that both in FF14 and in real life, guns are named after Gunhilda.
Mm-hmm.
Screams in the fact that I know that's Bajja. And I still haven't done that.
Well, yeah, the thing is, that's true in real life as well. Like, and as on this said. That's just IRL lore. People don't know the origin of the term gun.
I've recently started working on some of the more long-form side content. So that just makes me scream internally as I have started Island Sanctuary is currently where I'm at, but screams.
That is true, Ina. Square Enix is like, okay, these guys are a little too busted. Maybe we shouldn't let them be on level with everyone else.
To be fair, I don't want to fight a Dark Knight in unarmed combat as well, or a warrior.
If you see the red glowing eyes, it's already over.
Yeah. Yeah, warrior just starts screaming, and a Dark Knight just starts insulting you.
Yeah.
It'd actually be comical to see them against each other, to be completely honest. Unarmed, drunk, melee, unarmed combat.
That's just the one Tumblr post that's like, okay, when you're picking out a nemesis, that's really, really important. Make sure that one of you is a monologuer and the other is a shouter.
I love that.
No, that's fair. Dark Knight, going down the detailed list of all the ways they've been fucking wronged by your dumbass. Warrior grabs you and immediately buries your face in the fucking dirt.
And even if they do yell, it's like a psycho from Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
If both of you are monologuers, then you'll nothing ever actually gets done. And if both of you are shouters, then it all goes very Dragon Ball Z.
God. Are we going to have, like, the camera flipping between the two of you is getting closer repeatedly?
Also, fun fact about my warrior in particular. The reason that Anna's a warrior comes from her being originally a D&D barbarian. And I had reflavored her rage mechanic a little bit. So, do you know the big, like, in anime, when someone's really angry, they get the big cross-shaped vein pop symbol?
Mm-hmm.
When Anna activates rage, it looks like that.
What subclass was she? Can I ask that?
Totem warrior.
Oh, straight up totem, okay.
Specifically,
I was gonna say, I knew she had
bear?
some archaeology, so... Totem of the Bear, yeah.
Specifically Totem of the Bear, reflavored to Totem of the Python, because I reflavored all of the totems to snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And the archaeology part also comes from the fact that she has 2 levels in College of Lore Bard.
Oh, that's awesome. I was wondering if she was like Ancestral Guardian, because that kind of kind of fed into the archaeology factor.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but College of Lore Bar. So here's the thing: the character kind of developed at the same time as the like overall design. And one of the things that was actually the goal of the build, it wasn't actually to fit the character. It just kind of happened to end up fitting the character very well. The reason I did it the way I did is because I was min-maxing the character for being able to grapple really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
So to quickly explain, barbarians are already really good at grappling because they tend to have extremely high strength, and the main thing that matters when grappling in 5th edition is your athletic score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, full athletics.
So there are two things that Bard brings to the table that put it over the top of just a normal barbarian.
Expertise.
One, at level 2 Bard, you get expertise, which gives you effectively a doubled
prop, yeah.
Doubled athletics check. But then at level 3, you get College of Lore. And do you know what you get at first level of College of Lore?
Tease.
Cutting Words, which is a ability that you can use where instead of using your Bardic Inspiration to buff the roll of one of your allies, you can roll one of your Bardic Inspiration dice and subtract it from the skill check of your opponent in a contested roll.
My God.
I mean, that totally fits the build because you have a grapple where you can subtract their bonus, as well as having resistance to most damage types with Totem of the Bear, which means you're hard to hit and it's hard for them to succeed against your grapple. That is ultimately what the goal is, systematically at least.
Yep. You get close to breaking out and she just whispers something in your ear and you get all flushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Con, you were well, it was mostly C doing the vast majority of DMing of our group. You DM'd me with me for a little bit. Would you mind telling the others just how well the build worked?
Yes. God. There wasn't a single enemy that you encountered and attempted to grapple that failed, save like maybe one, and even then, close call because they had a massive fucking strength score.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't doing the most damage in the party, but the point was I didn't need to. I just identified the biggest threat and pinned them.
Mm-hmm.
And then let them, hit me for basically no damage, while the rest of the party took out all the other smaller threats.
Mm-hmm. And then...
Yeah, the only enemies that would beat you would be main bosses who are huge or larger.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's a great tank design, straight up great tank design. Granted, your attacks are going to be, I do base barbarian stats, but that's not even a shameful stat to begin with. So
honestly, there was even a funnier aspect of this, which is, so this actually got changed partway through because originally speaking, I didn't want to rock the boat in terms of homebrew. So I did this all within the base system and just reflavored, which meant that even though I was textually using my tail to grapple, mechanically I was using one arm. Which meant that since I was wielding a two-handed weapon, I would have disadvantage on every attack I made because I would be one-handing a two-handed weapon. However, Barbarian gets Reckless Attack, which confers advantage.
Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome mechanical cover.
So by sacrificing the usual idea of Reckless Attack, which is that you get, extra advantage, I instead used it to cancel my disadvantage.
My fussy
That's the right way to go. Not to mention, there's so many other ways to get around that, too. The disadvantage factor. If you have one mage that causes a sight problem, it's well, you're grappled to them, so you ain't gonna have disadvantage. Stuff like that.
Yeah. And also, due to the fact that I was min-maxed for melee and grappling, my spell list was an interesting question because I wasn't really much of a spellcaster. So instead of using it in combat, because it would distract from my main game plan, I filled it with utility spells, notably things like Light, Comprehend Languages, and Featherfall.
Which fit the archaeology a little bit, especially once you get to comprehend languages or anything like that. That is,
Yeah. Race was Yuan Ti Pureblood, which gave me a poison spit, as well as the ability to talk to snakes.
All sensical.
The thing is, it was min-max, but it was min-max in this weird direction where it didn't really come off as being, to anyone, as being like power gamey. It was just, I like grappling.
Yeah, no, the way that you've described all that would fit perfectly into how I, as a DM, run things. It's like, oh yes, is that more powerful than the normal? Yeah, but this is also a Final Fantasy level campaign where you fight gods, so you better be tough.
Yeah.
Where that character would absolutely 100% fit in with my players. That actually sounds really cool.
In terms of the most impressive feats that my character performed on under her own power, I'm not counting the time that we had the giant slime monster, because she had a special weapon in that case. She had a lightning weapon that she found in the area that could like cast lightning bolt a limited number of times. So that was cool, but I don't count that as being under the character's own power because I had a cool magic weapon. But the best thing that I ever did under my own power was probably when I face tanked a Lich Fireball and saved the rest of the party.
Awesome.
Like, that fireball was doing like 80-something damage, screaming at the rest of the party. And I like had a couple seconds to react where like there's two other party members. I'm like, okay, how big's this fireball? One of the party members is standing at the edge of the circle, and the other is right next to me. And the fireball's like coming right at me and is about to hit.
Oh, this
I
one.
basically asked the DM, can I pick up the party member next to me with my tail and throw them at the other party member to knock them both out of the range of the fire?
Nice.
And I got a yes.
Nice.
Rule of cool prevails.
I would allow it with a good athletics check. Granted, the athletics check would be an 18 plus, but yeah, no, I'd allow it. So that's actually really cool.
Yeah, and I just took the fireball to the face, and like, yeah, it was like 80 damage, but I'm enraged. I've got Totem of the Bear, and I've got 60 health.
Yeah.
I lived,
That'll
bitch.
do.
Yeah, you know, we are all tabletop nerds here. I used to run a campaign way back when that Anna was a player in. But yeah, I'm glad I don't DM anymore.
God, I'm an active DM for a whole world.
It's still
So
fun
you
to
can see
back at the whatchamacallit.
You can see why this is the character I picked to be my Warrior of Light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. I actually usually build characters backwards from games into tabletop, but
I do it the other way around. I tend to grab characters from my tabletop and or my original fiction and put them in games.
I think I've gone both ways now. Normally I'll I'll start something from tabletop and I'll port it over to other stuff. But recently, that VR chat model, that became Cinna. I got to be a funny bunny in VR.
Fair.
I'm just like, I like this guy too much. I need to immortalize him, and now he exists. Now he's an actual character. But yeah, I think that it's easy to say that the best thing that ever came from me running that campaign is Anna. Easily.
as a DM, that's always good when your player's thing becomes your favorite thing. That's always real nice.
There was a lot of problems with the campaign I ran back then, but I will always
There
look
always is.
at Anna. I'm just like, something good came of it. And that makes me happy.
I have a few of those too. All player characters, especially our boy Cerulean. But that's a story for another time.
Oh yeah, there's another character that I ported into as a very different world. I haven't played with him a lot. I'll probably play with him more while we're waiting for Dawn Trail updates. But I have a healer alt, and that's a different D&D character from a different campaign.
Wheat
and that's my boy
Boy!
Skip.
I love Wheat Boy.
Yeah, Skip, aka Wheat Boy. He's aka Henry Tyrene, who was my attempt at creating a cleric. Now, I'm not a huge fan of clerics, not because I have any problems with the class, but because I find it extremely difficult to put myself in the mind of someone who's religious.
Fair. That's funny to me as a cleric main, but happy face over here.
Skip was me splitting the difference a bit on what I enjoy in D&D characters and like what a cleric should be. Skip was a farm kid from a like little
rural town.
Mm-hmm. Like basically just loved helping people. Always ready to lend a hand, always just the good kid that helps with that finishes his own farm work and then helps with everyone else's. And his village has some like little casual worship of the Forgotten Realms agricultural goddess Chantea.
Yep.
And Skip eventually like feels the call to religion, and like when he's around 18, he leaves the village to like spread her word. Now, here's the thing about Skip. He's illiterate. He has absolutely no religious training whatsoever. He has like almost a negative modifier to religion checks.
Oh god, all wisdom, no intelligence. Those are the most fun runs.
And the thing about him is that he is good-natured to the point of ridiculousness. And the thing is, what he will do with his day is, assuming he's not already with a party or someone else, like this is just him on his own, like right after he left the village, he will just pick a direction and start walking. And the idea was that he trusts that whatever direction he picked was Chantea guiding him to where people need her help.
He's so sweet.
God. No context. I would love this man to run a game with our paladin, who is our lawful good in the same vein paladin, with our I'd say chaotic good sorcerer. Like if I had those three running a game, that would be the most delightful game of
God's
buddy.
happiest idiots.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, and here's the other part of this. It's about his holy symbol. So if you are familiar with like Chantea from Forgotten Realms, her holy symbol is a sheaf of wheat. When Skip helps people, and if they offer him like any kind of reward, all he asks for is like a single stalk of wheat. And he will preserve it.
So well with Cerulean.
Sorry?
You would fit so well with Cerulean, my paladin boy, but yes, go on.
Yeah, he asked for a single stalk of wheat, and he's been building his holy symbol out of the memories of everyone he's helped.
It's so cute! I love him.
Oh, that's adorable.
I want to hold him so gently.
Now, there is a weird aspect to his character that I did at one point bring up, which is that his morality is towards helping people, not necessarily towards, like, basically, he does not care about the past or the history of whoever he's helping. He won't help with anything evil, obviously, but it's not like he's going to withhold help based on someone's past actions.
Which can lead to some interesting situations.
The way I explained it was, you know, he finds Sauron with his foot caught in a bear trap, and he'll help him with that.
So with our Cerulean, oh my god, that would be so fun to run.
So if you're wondering what kind of campaign he was in, it didn't last for very long, so I didn't get to play him as much as I would have liked. But what kind of campaign was this character in? Curse of Strahd.
Oh!
Oh no!
Baby boy!
Oh no, the boy. Oh no, I just finished Curse of Strahd like less than half a year ago, and it's like a mini game in our world. Oh god.
It's extremely funny because the way we played it, my character ended up going to Barovia early, and getting into some trouble there early on. But what was very, very funny is that, well, first off, on the way there, I found like a dead body along the side of the road, and there was probably a way to search it for equipment or clues, but I didn't. I just gave the guy a proper burial on the side of the road, because obviously that's
was he hung?
You. And then later on, I don't remember her name. It was a really long time ago, but I think that she's like one of the major characters in Curse of Strahd. She's like this
Irina?
paladin lady.
Probably Irina.
Irina, that was the name, yes. I met
Yeah.
this woman named Irina who asked for some help with some things, and that there were some other people that were like trying to hunt her down. And I'm like, okay, I gotta help this lady. So I end up defending her from these brigands that are hunting for her. And it's only after I get added to the voice chat that I realize, because this has all been text so far, I suddenly realize, oh, wait, the brigands that are hunting her down are the other party members who I haven't met yet.
Whoa.
So suddenly, I'm over here trying to defend Irina from the rest of the party, and now the intent was, of course, like that, they capture her, but then they find out, like, oh, she's actually good. That didn't happen, because I started heal-botting Irina, and she kind of kicked their asses.
Was Con the DM? Was Con your DM for that?
No.
That's scary. Okay, fair. Oh god, because I know the Irina story and how players could be moved to go against her, and oh no.
So yeah, we managed to beat them up, partially with heal-botting, and partially because when the sorcerer got close to me, I whacked him on the head with my quarterstaff until he stopped moving.
Oh my god.
So then we tied them up, we managed to get all this worked out, and then we started, like, functioning together. And this is when I find out that on the way into Barovia, they went down the road, and they found a newly created grave, and they dug it up and stole that guy's stuff.
Oh,
so you had a very chaos party, a very chaotic neutral, at best, vibe going before you hit it.
Motherfucker, I buried that guy!
Oh god, it's even, oh no.
It was specifically the grave of the remember how I saw a corpse laid out and I dug him a little grave? They found the grave, dug it up, and stole the guy's stuff.
Bruh.
Also, no, there's a spot later where you can dig a grave, and that's where I assumed it was, but
damn.
I was wrong.
Alright, couple things. First, very fair. Sometimes all you need is a few games to make you happy. And hey, guess what? Now we're playing 2 of those 3 games, so I'm sure I'll be able to call upon you for plenty of advice. Endgame raids fucking terrify me. Godspeed, you funky little critter. Ooh, I am very excited to see what this upcoming city looks like. Let's go.
Apologies, I gotten very behind.
It's okay.
You got me in D&D stuff. That's an automatic uh-oh.
But yeah, those are I think my 2 favorite D&D characters are Skip and Anna.
There. They sound delightful, so...
I've had other RPG characters that I really like as well. Namely characters like Belle and Yusuke. But those weren't D&D characters. Belle came from Blades in the Dark, and Yusuke was from Leon Barbarian, who occasionally shows up in the stream. Well, he has a his own RPG that he's made called Vandalt that I made a character for and ended up really liking that character.
Nice.
Rosemary from Lancer Game. Brute force hacking. Arabelle's a good boy. Cake! I love percussive maintenance. I love percussive maintenance! What is this? What the fuck?
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments.
I'm just
still
happy
fills
that
me with
Aaron Vilmont
disappointment.
is still fine.
Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he
Meanwhile, in
was,
Everkeep?
defeating him
Sorry,
achieved
what?
nothing.
Meanwhile, in Everkeep?
Oh, yep.
Hold on.
To kill them is my only recourse. Uklamat and
Sorry
Kona,
about this.
who bested him as he was.
I feel
in
bad
his
for getting
prime.
carried away with D&D talk and neglecting.
You're fine.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as Argos align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
Interesting. I meant in the Golden City. Yep.
I'm gonna send you a few things, Biken, because I feel like you might like this character's backstory. That was a player of mine.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Solution 9. Here we come. Where the fuck are we going? Also, a couple blue quests have popped up. I'll give you those later.
Yeah. We're very close to the end of the level 97 quests, it looks like.
Terrifying. And if she hasn't. Oh, I like the jittery movement from one to the other.
Yeah.
I feel like this place is gonna look sick. Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Hmm. Oh my god.
A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
God, that's so fucking pretty.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electro, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
I mean, explore.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll
Poking
find your
Graha on the nose.
the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
You can say you're just excited to see the cool tech, Graha.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Is this what people from the country feel when they go to New York for the first time?
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will
Probably.
recognize
I've
the
been to
inn.
New York and it did seem very big.
I like but vaporwave. True. Excuse me.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
To be fair, the main thing people from the country first analyze is the claustrophobia of, is this gonna fall on me? From experience.
I was wondering this. It sounds like an experience you have.
Yeah, no, as a person who lives a few hours out of Chicago for the first few times until you're an adult, because people you generally end up in Chicago more than a few times, not gonna lie. But the first few times is quite a wake-up call.
We found the entrance to the Golden City.
I was
Like,
a
wow,
little more
people built
prepped.
these?
I'm suburban and I live around the outskirts of Cleveland, so I've been at least adjacent to city life.
Yeah, no, it's
Sorry, there's something so fucking funny about Homeboy just mentioning, oh, you know, we found the entrance to the Golden City, and walking away without another word.
You want to explore together?
Sure, work them out.
Kakiwa.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Okay, so this is officially our second expansion city.
Yep, it's the raid city. This is where raid stuff are usually found in.
Do they have the name yet? I kind of missed that bit.
Yeah, the expression was so cute. Like the two little dots and angry face.
Oh yeah, it's the quest name. Welcome to S9.
Yeah, Solution 9.
I mean, there's a reveal to them because they finally got to the area. Also, Solution 9 was name dropped already.
Aethernet shards. Aethernet, not Aetherite. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Fun
over here.
enough.
Yeah, it's always been Aethernet shards.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Go look at the, go click on the main Aetherite, and it'll say Aethernet, blah, blah, blah. What's it say? Yes, this is Aethernet.
Oh, God.
And that's for any city.
I think I'm losing it,
This
chat.
is... You are.
That's the Aetherite.
You think this might be a good time to break and do some non-MSQ stuff, like picking up blue quests? Because I think hitting up, like, we're basically at the end of the level 97s, and we've just hit the raid city.
Eva, would you suggest they hit the next dungeon or not? I don't know.
The next dungeon is level 99, probably.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd suggest that. Or should they do the 98s, knowing what the 98s are?
It'll probably take a bit to get to the 98. Also, because remember, it's not a dungeon, it's a dungeon and then trial.
Yeah, no, I was
They follow
being
immediately.
general.
Yeah, I took a quick look at the at like how they're laid out, and the next dungeon and trial are like halfway through the next section.
The next session should get you through that trial.
Yeah.
But if you stop now, that would probably not be a horrible point if you just wanted to jam out.
I mean, this is a good stopping point. There's no precedented thing to go about. Like, like if they were in Ultima Thule, I would just said don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was no stopping point. But this is a good stopping point because they just got here. It's a new whole city.
Yeah, there's no questions that are too heavy yet.
I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit a bunch of Aethernet shards.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure you already know a part I would suggest to play in full, Kane.
Yeah, no, once I'll DM you.
Yeah.
They have an arcade?
The question, Con, was, do you think we should stop going through MSQ here and just explore / hit up blue quest in the previous area?
Maybe not.
This feels like a natural stopping point.
Yeah.
This is your choice.
I say if there's any quest here that says, hey, leave the fucking area, no.
I think you're probably good. Also, Wickelmot is you just hit the marker, but she's conveniently in front of the all of the like merchants and stuff.
There you are.
I do see what you mean, Kane. However,
oh, homegirl's here.
Right before that, though, right? Which is this.
I was worried you might have had
I mean,
trouble
yeah,
at
but
the
that means
checkpoint.
like
I see
finishing the whole
everything
thing and then
went
getting to that part. But before getting to that part, you have to meet a whole different part, and it's like I feel like this is a good stopping point because they don't know those parts yet.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying like that is the point that
Oh,
I have a request to make.
I see.
That's
yeah.
the important point, and we don't want to hit that. Sorry, you guys. For the
It's the Ultima Tool talk all over again.
It really is. It's like
trying to time it well, just so that area goes through.
On the other hand, welcome to S9, which is one of the frickin' prettiest parts of the game right now.
And this is where you can buy your residential bike.
I want
Oh, you can buy the bike.
with Zeralja.
Forgot about the bike. I have to put that on my bar now.
For 7.5 million, which is actually really cheap
on his side.
compared to all the other guild needs.
You say that's cheap to a Dynamis player who can't sell shit right now.
As it may,
You're saying that to someone who can barely hold enough money.
I don't want you to regret
Well,
a
just
decision
sell
made in
flax.
anger and
When I was
haste.
selling flax on Marlboro, I was doubling what I'm getting now.
With regulators as you are,
So
the risk is
flax,
too
do I
great.
look like a farmer?
Just make
I
bottomless
appreciate your
minions.
concern.
You don't have to be the farmer, just make
the
other
impossible.
farmers.
But they're already level
Zeralja
90.
murdered our father.
You know how
fair.
hard
minions
it took
slaughtered
a very
our
long time
countrymen.
to get both of them to
will
level 90 in
renounce
Black
his
Mage and
war.
Dark Knight. I'm not going to
As vow of
suddenly
resolve,
tell
it
them
falls to
you're a
me to
farmer
stop
now,
him.
bitch.
I know you love
Hey,
your people
all of
too.
mine are botanists,
And so
and
you
they're all
must
cute,
understand
okay?
how I feel.
You
Why I
made them
cannot,
botanists, probably.
will not back down.
Yeah, and?
Like at the start.
I do understand.
Well, two
Yeah,
of
I
them.
didn't.
Too well.
I
Let
have
me
two that are
say
near level
only
50
this,
and two that are near level
Zeralja
90.
will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once.
I just wish they weren't on
Prepare as
Dynamis.
best you can.
Screams and Dynamis.
It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy
Okay,
nation.
this is the point where we should definitely, like...
But unlike
Sphene about to
Haven,
take us on a tour of the city.
you still have the power to determine your own fate.
Yeah, that's a good split point, not gonna lie, like 100%.
You really are a curious
Because a
one.
lot of the quest is knowing the city
Look,
and the people more.
needn't worry for us.
Yeah, a lot
We
of
have
it is
dependable
like
comrades
stuff
holding
that
the fort
is
in
meh,
Tulishiola.
but
They'll keep
there's some
everyone
fun
safe,
spots in this city,
so
though.
we can devote our attention to affairs here.
I agree with that bowl.
Please.
Yeah, level 97, the Queen's Door. It's still in level 97 as well. In fact, let me check something. Oh, yep. That tour is literally the last level 97 quest.
Yeah, good
So
spot.
you have comrades on whom you can rely.
So what, are we doing that quest, or are we just stopping?
We're doing the Queen's Tour. That's the quest that we're going to finish.
Gotcha.
You know, we'd like to learn more
Good
about
spot.
I mean, if you... Admittedly, I admit
About
I'm probably
me?
controlling the pace of this stream a bit too much.
I don't care. I mean, I want to get all the Ethernet points in this city, and after that, I really don't care. I am happy to do something or fucking lay down and pass out because my head kind of hurts.
Oh, if your head hurts, then yeah, let's get you some rest.
To be frank,
We're getting
we're
all the
still not
Ethernet
sure
points
whether
first,
or
at
not you're
least.
trustworthy.
Yeah.
So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way,
Y'all want to play
we'd
any
get to know you
side
better.
content? I'm 100% down to play any job, so...
You're asking me, the
I
Queen,
don't know why
to
we mind.
show you around?
Giggles.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well.
God,
I shall be your guide.
before you guys
You're my
started
guests,
today,
after all, and teaching you about my realm would
I
be a
ran into a
pleasure
new
in and of
summoner in
itself.
Praetorium, and I
If
world
you like,
hopped
I
to
can
their
introduce you to
world
my citizens too.
because I
consider
knew
them
they would have to
family,
do
as
Ultima.
you do yours.
And I'm like, hey, buddy, do you need, like, someone to queue with you because you're a summoner?
By all means.
And apparently I
They're
made a
in
new
your
friend in the
capable hands.
in the process.
Aw.
That you are.
Because Dynamis
This
is
will
a
be an
hole where you
enjoyable
only
and
go if you're
enlightening tour,
experienced
I promise.
or new.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no mid ground. It's always either new people or people who escaped.
Who escaped is such a funny way to say it.
Well, it's like, I want housing is the, like, #1 reason to go to Dynamis. No joke.
Really?
Number 2 is you don't know better.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I'm lucky I have a good little FC, so I won't leave there, but...
We got so lucky with our house.
Oh my god, you're on Primal. I'm 100% jealous.
Yeah, we have prime fucking real estate. We are plot fucking 2 right in front of the goddamn thing.
God, you guys do have good real estate.
Speaking of which, we should do our weekly check-in on the house after this, just to make sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we may not have made as much use of our house as some of the more active groups, but I'm very happy that we have a home.
Yours is, I would consider yours a medium-use house, so don't feel bad about it at all for the fact you never go there, if you never go there. Because there are houses that are much less used that are still upkept and shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll leave this quest here then. New Game Plus or suspend. She has gone. I've killed her from my
You
vision.
fucking murdered her.
Voider.
Yeah.
Is that a fucking mook?
Wait, what?
No, it's just the funniness of seeing the delivery Moogle.
Oh.
You're not supposed to be here.
I don't know if they say anything special about this. Check with them.
Probably not.
But yeah, if you look around.
Sorry. They're offering me a sample food.
Oh, that part, yeah. So I was saying that like if you look around this little place, so just like the crafting raiding place spot of the map. But like there's a little conversation between a Lalafell and a Here, and one of them says, "You got one of the A9s at smaller sizes?" And they in fact do. I can confirm it. I have one. Oh yeah. I forgot there's a lot of people here because of Lion's Raid Chaotic.
Oh, their own version of glamour prisms. What did she say that made you make that face? It's almost scary what you can do with Electrobe. Such a wondrous material existed on... If such a wondrous material exists in our world, imagine everyone would be fighting over it. 10-second fucking horrible pause. Bestie, what happened? Is that... Hey, do
Is
you think...
Electrobe made of memories? Is that what this is?
I don't think so, but all I'm gonna say is this. Consider, we don't know what caused the fucking calamity that engulfed their world.
We do know that with the 13th, it was fighting over darkness. So maybe fighting over electricity is what caused this.
Yeah. Potentially that was the... And, I mean, they already said the bit of she might be way older than we think she is.
Yeah.
So that fighting that caused the original fucking calamity and needed the dome might have been over Electrope.
I would advise you to look around Solution 9. It is a very pretty city. So if y'all want to do any like look around slash G poses, it's a nice one to do it in.
Absolutely. This place never gets changed, right?
No, it does not. I will straight up say that because I understood that was a little sus, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the same thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's like that's a little bit of a sus statement, but this city does not change whatsoever. I don't think. If it is, it's minor. So yeah, no, this is a good city to walk around in G-Pass.
God, God. You know you're saying all that pain. It is funny. I'll DM it to you.
You don't have to DM it to me.
I am.
You know, what if Steam is a Ream situation? What if it's like the genetically same person keeps getting like fucking remade as the Eternal Queen? Just like, you know, the Oracle of Light back in the first.
What? Slab of pink hexagons. Liquid-filled pouch. Long rectangular bar. Hexagon powdered bag. Black and yellow tin.
Don't worry, you can click on these to find out more about what they are without committing to picking one just yet.
Perfect meal bar. Ooh, that sounds so nice. Salad paste? No, no thanks. Give me something sweet.
I went with the steak.
Cultivated steak. Mm.
It's apparently a chicken steak hybrid.
Alright, let me see what the first two are.
Which, I'm gonna be honest, that does sound quite good.
10 years of freshness. Pretty nice. What's up with the hexagons? Oh, I get it. The fucking grapes! God damn it. The fall. Even in a different world, we can't escape the fucking 2 poly grapes. Alright, I gotta take them. That's too fucking funny.
I'm good at this stuff. Yeah, I'm tired.
How Evangeline?
Evangeline. Bye bye.
Oh, wow. We're losing. Oh no, we're losing Rat.
Ratton.
Yeah, me. Bye. Bye.
SMH my head.
What are you shaking for, huh, hon?
2.
2. 2.
2. Not even 3, not 1, but 2.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, the reason I was talking about how maybe this is a Reen situation where like there's some kind of eternal queen thing is because she was being weirdly cagey about the subject of eating or what she eats.
Also, hi Nico.
Hi.
They just got to S9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Vaporwave Alag.
I've never heard someone call it that, but I'm never gonna forget
It's interesting.
Yeah, I have to give credit to Ananis Omnis here for coining Vaporwave Alag.
It fits.
Huh? Does he have a kid? Also, remember what I said earlier about soul transfers into robotic bodies?
Yeah?
I'm just gonna let that sit with you for a second. You'll figure it out.
Are you suggesting that Sphene is a robot?
I am suggesting that if she doesn't eat, and she's been around for as long as we're suggesting that she may have been, tee-hee.
Yeah. I admit, I've been bringing a friend recently through the early parts of the video game Ever 17, where an early game twist is that one of the characters is actually a hologram created by the building's AI, and one of the earliest hints to this is that anytime everyone else is eating and you offer her food, she just kind of goes like, "Oh, no, I'm not hungry. It's fine."
Okay.
So I'm seeing Sphene do the same kind of deal, and it's just like,
I have a warm cat purring heavily in my arms.
Baby boy. Oh, what's up?
I'm sad, dude.
Got your proper food on?
Yep.
Hold on. Let me just... first off.
Thanks, bro.
No problem. But, if I switch over to class I never played.
Where are your pants?
The short shorts.
Understandable.
Also, I don't have this magic shorts. I just got this from one of the... whatever the in-between place was called. Yeah, you get it.
Dude. Yeah, no, I have the same. I have the full set for Scholar or Summoner and Red Mage. I don't have the whole set yet for Scholar. Working on it.
all right, I am officially at the level 98 class. It's still partway through the tour, but I think I'm stopping here for now and just gonna finish getting the Aethernet.
Okay.
Understandable. Oh, hi. Hi, Mr. Levi.
What do you mean? You're not. We're NA players too. What are you talking about? Primal Exodus? Question mark? Also.
Hey.
Pain.
Where did you think we were? Where did you think we were from?
Hi, Pain.
Hi, Pain. Hi.
How you doing, farm girl?
Interestingly.
Well, hopefully it's not bad interesting.
No.
It's okay, I'll make you feel a different sort of way in just a second. Because you're sweet, you're kind, you're cute. I always value your presence. You're fantastic to hang out with. Your hard work and dedication make you a fucking wonderful person to be around, and I fucking appreciate you. Keep on doing your best, sweet thing, okay?
This is easier. Why would? Did you think that we were Europeans?
Do you think my dumbass could be a European? I don't know what that says
I
about
was
the
talking
Europeans
about
or me.
New York earlier, and I said that I live around Cleveland.
Oh no, they're an EP beam. We gotta tuck this dumbass in.
EB Sleepy.
Oh god, what does the housing look like here?
There's no housing here.
Oh. Is it Tuliolo that has the housing?
There is no housing yet for this X pack.
Yeah.
The last X pack we got a housing district for was Stormblood.
Oh, so it's gonna.
We don't have any for Shadowbringers or Endwalker or Dawn Trail. If we get another housing district, a lot of people are hoping either here or Tuli, or possibly Charlian. Technically, yes. Technically, there's no housing.
Now put it in the Crystarium.
That would be cool, but at the same time, I don't know, bruh.
It would help out all the people who like to roleplay as being natives of the first.
Mm-hmm. Why are you screaming, little boy? Yeah. You can bring your pumpkin back, I'll throw it again.
Housing's free. That's nice, at least.
Yeah. Although, if you... Oh. Whee!
Not like they can kind of just walk into people's houses, though.
I would assume that that's like queen privilege.
Okay, it seems like it. We never get in the raid city. Oh. Damn.
Yeah. See, I would be heartbroken over no housing for Solution 9, but I would love in-rooms here.
Ooh. Paralysis being flavored as a severe etheric impairment towards lightning is kind of a cool thing story-wise, though. Funnily enough, we actually have the cure for that. Yeah. The caring she feels towards her people is genuine, but what she's willing to do for them might still put us at odds with her.
Yeah.
willing to accept this quest, but I'm not going to proceed with it.
Understandable.
Alright. Yeah, all of these ones are locked.
There's actually one on the other side of the complex that you can get into as well.
Neat.
There's a really funny, like, set of NPCs that just kind of interact with each other. It's cute.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, Con,
Yes.
we're probably not going to do it this time because you're tired and headache. But next time, we need to get some corn servant quests done.
Oh shit, you're right. We haven't done corn servant in a while. Yeah.
I haven't done those either, and I would love to do them.
They're very cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're adorable.
I would love to see how we go about solving everyone's problems in Alexandria by giving them corn.
Is it upstairs?
Yep.
Hi, Levi. And if you look, you can actually cross over between the two outside.
Oh, that's cool.
It's right here.
Where is he?
Yeah, if you just watch there are two NPCs in here, we'll just kind of have an exchange. Another one will walk in eventually. And you can try to just...
This is a little chocobo over here.
Yeah, they just... It's just a little interaction between them.
Just little things that they do to make the world feel more alive.
Yeah. I don't know why the other one's not showing up on your end.
Is he already there for you?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. He walks in eventually, but maybe it's a... Who knows? It's been a while. I didn't notice it before, so maybe it's a...
Where are you guys?
Progression thing. I don't know. Oh, we're just up in the housing still.
Oh, I see. There's a second floor here.
Yeah.
We see
Yeah,
what
my eyes are
fucking...
starting to really, really hurt. I'll get the rest of the Aethernet later.
Okay.
Understandable.
I'm really sorry, Con.
No, you don't have to. You have nothing to apologize for, honey.
Oh, he already worked Linza. Alright, time to spend.
Hey, it's Mayhaps. Oh no.
I might have a couple more things to do after the stream if you guys are still amenable to sticking around and helping me out. It's mainly just I, for a while, wanted to do some runs of Katisis Hyperborea to try and roll for the little snake minion.
Oh, of course.
Also,
I'm
Lucky
always willing
Luxie,
to help.
thank you very much for the raid, sweetheart. Oh god, brain, please work. Good evening, dear. It's my name is GM Concon. I'm your local Empty Fox boy. Go like he, him pronouns. Do a variety of streaming content. And we were just playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we got to Solution 9 in Dawn Trail. Unfortunately, I have a massive fucking headache, and we're about to raid out. But thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you had a lovely stream, and have an even more wonderful night. Let's just find someone to raid right quick. Let's see. Shy works. Okay. Shy is currently in Endwalker, and saying that Hermes is a bitch. Thank you very much, Lexi. I'm so sorry that I'm raiding out right as you got here. I'd love to have stayed around for a little bit longer. But still, thank you very much. make sure to drink what's ending. Make sure to drink some water, eat some food, get some rest, whatever helps you feel your best. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Wow. God, sorry, I thought I could tank through this. It got a lot worse in the last few minutes. I am so sorry.
That's okay.
You're all good.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all are fantastic. And I hope that you were able to get the funny snack. Like,
thank you.
Ciao for now, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Blah, 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 blah. Ah!
Ah!
Wait, stop